Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, we're going to be talking to a woman who is living her best life. She's part of the Magnificent Seven, otherwise known as the Dallas Magnolias. That's just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
I'm so excited for this show because as beautiful as she is on the outside, she's 10 times prettier on the inside. Dr. Carla Russo is my guest today. She is a professor of integrative and functional wellness. She's a philanthropist, and most importantly, she's living her best life right now because she is one of the original founders of the Dallas Magnolias.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jeff. I'm delighted to be here. Thank you so much.
Tell me about the Dallas Magnolias.
The Dallas Magnolias is an amazing, amazing union, sorority, sisterhood of 7 of us women, all Dallas residents, all just really blessed and accomplished in many, many ways that are just wanting to pay it forward and to make a difference in our beloved city.
And you have a nickname that you use, Magnificent Seven.
We are the hashtag Mag7. I don't know about the magnificent, but we are the 7 Magnolias. And we really love each other. We have genuine relationships that go very deep and wide between the 7 of us, within our husbands, within our own personal lives. And so this was just a perfect fit for us to come together and really do some good in the world that's much needed.
Perfect. We want to show some pictures of you guys so that we can, one, set the stage for our conversation about what kind of good you're doing in the community. But tell us, how these women came together?
Well, so the 7 of us, as I say, were real life friends long before we decided to actually do this. And it came together just out of sheer need and frustrations that we were each experiencing, in that, you know, so often there are many wonderful organizations and we've all supported them and we attend and we will continue to do that. But you sometimes walk away and you're not really sure, where did all the money exactly go and how much? And we started to have questions amongst ourselves, and we decided, you know what? When you're unsure about something, then maybe go ahead and start something fresh and do your own thing, and you know exactly where it's going and how it's happening. So the 7 of us got together and we mutually agreed to fulfill our dream of impacting the city personally. And so we are self-funded between the 7 of us, so everything we do comes out of our pocket directly. And as we have begun to sort of open up some of what we're doing, we've had some wonderful other women come forward that have participated and supported as well, with 100% of those proceeds going to the cause at hand.
I love that. And you and I have both been at different galas together, and they do wonderful things in Dallas-Fort Worth. But yeah, you do wonder, you know, how much is it actually getting to the people who need it?
Yeah.
And that's the reason you started this?
We did. We really wanted to impact and do a lot, and we didn't want to be locked in only to one area of need, because there's so much need. And so by setting up our own organization, we can, as need arises, we can address it in the moment, as we have right now with a couple things we've just recently done. But also we can look at different wonderful, already established organizations in town and say, you know, we really have a heart for this, or we have a heart for that, and we'll support it. We will attend, we'll buy the tables ourselves, we will rally on, you know, what they're doing, but we then have choice, and we can exercise how we move forward in each and every area.
And one of the things you were telling me before we got rolling was that you're rolling up your sleeves. It's not just like writing a check. It's you're involved.
Yes, yes. So I told you there are 7 of us, and one of us is Tammany Stern, who's amazing. She's this incredible powerhouse. You know Tammany. She's a successful entrepreneur, wonderful. She's a wife, a mother, really my dear friend. Love her. We're on the phone at midnight trying to figure out what to do next. And she came up with this great idea and creation and had these pink t-shirts made for us. And when we were working on the Dallas police campaign, we had pink t-shirts made up with "We Back the Blue" on the back. And then we have our staple pink t-shirt that you saw at the event for DISD for the school children. And it's simple. We wear t-shirts and jeans because we're hands-on. We are out there buying the materials, putting them together, delivering them, hands-on. We don't just cut the check, we actually do it.
I love it. And you told me that one of the things that you're going to be focusing on is human trafficking.
Yes, that is something we started talking about recently because it's obviously a hot topic everywhere in the world, but especially so here in Dallas. And another one of our amazing sisters, Simone Wingo, is a former Dallas police officer, now retired, but had a very illustrious career with the department, and she's still very connected, which helps us get a lot done. And so the various task forces and units, that was brought to our attention. So we are going to be announcing very soon something that we're going to be doing as far as a clothing drive and other things that these women need to help them get their life together, get back on their feet, and hopefully is something that's an area of my interest, how to really just mentally and emotionally get it together in such a way that they can see that there is hope, that there is more, and that there are other women that are actually rallying behind them.
Well, you are all like superheroes in your own right, very successful doing your own endeavors. And to pull together to tackle problems that, as wonderful as Dallas-Fort Worth is, there are still areas where things are falling through the cracks.
Yeah, there are, and that's why it's so exciting. And I have to just give a shout out to the other sisters in this union of ours because, we are, by our own right, we're all very accomplished education-wise. We've been very, very blessed in our lives in every way, and that's why we're at a point in our lives where we want to pay it forward and give it back. We don't care to be seen. We don't care to be glamorous. We want to make a difference. And you have Regina Bruce, who's amazing. She's a retired accountant. She's a financial advisor, very savvy, so she's great at input from so many angles. Kuntira Mam Douglas, amazing woman, such a servant heart. She has the crown of volunteerism and has for so long, and just so committed in so many ways and has served on so many levels and capacities. Incredible. I've mentioned Simone, of course, our police officer, but one that deserves all the accolades right now because, up and coming here in Dallas is we're all on the Women's Council for Dallas Arboretum as well. So we're all about keeping our city beautiful and doing those wonderful things, but Empress Gilbert, and she is the owner of Impressive Earth Gallery. And she is the sponsor of sponsors, the diamond sponsor, and the premier presenter now for the upcoming literary symposium for A Writer's Garden. And so that is something we're very proud of, and that's an event that that and any of our other events can be seen on our website. But it's an amazing group of women, and Tricia Sims, an international designer and just a true powerhouse here in the Park Cities. And so, yeah, when you look at the 7, it's really something. It's an honor for me. I'm just humbled that they would even want me in this group, but I'm so blessed by these women, and it's just really a joy to get to do the things we're doing.
So what are some of the things that you want to tackle in the next few years?
Everything. We want to take it all on, but we want to take on the things that really speak to us. So we're moving on now. We've done the police and certainly DISD, and we're not done there. If there's more need that we can meet, we certainly will. Human trafficking is a real hot spot right now. As you know, we're also all 7 of us are huge animal lovers, so there's lots of need there always as well. But we're also going to look at other organizations, whether it's, heart disease. We certainly support the Go Red campaigns. We've done luncheons and things like that to that end. Suicide, cancer, it could be anything that speaks to us. If we feel that we can collectively come together and make a big impact, we're going to do it.
And this is so needed right now with COVID-19. A lot of the fundraisers are struggling. So I think you really do come to the rescue at a really important time.
Well, thank you for that. We're certainly trying. We've each day worked through more and more challenges trying to be tech savvy and trying to do virtual events and things like that, but we're doing as best we can, and we're still getting it done, and that's what really matters, because regardless of political climate or quarantines or any of that, the needs are still there. They don't go away, and so whichever ones we can take on and somehow make it happen, we're doing it.
Yes. I know there is a thing called compassion fatigue or giving fatigue, and a lot of the donors across DFW have been besieged because all of the nonprofits need help. Tell Tell people why supporting the Dallas Magnolias is so important.
Because we're so personally hands-on, and each one of us has, you know, their own circle of influence and their own friends and their own little region of people that we can reach, and some of us cross over and what have you. But the nice thing is that the 7 of us are fairly well known in Dallas.
Yes.
People were either known personally or know of us or have seen us or some of that because of the things that we do. And we want to open this up to everyone who wants to do something that's purposeful, not just to party. And so what we're going to be doing that's unique, besides the fact that we're offering complete transparency in our organization, we're in the process right now of becoming a 501c3. We will never draw a single penny, the 7 of us, from this. Contrary, this costs us, already has and will continue to. But we want to open it up to a membership site for people that don't want to just hang out, but that actually want to make a difference, and they want to see their dollars at work, that want to get the t-shirts on and get in there with us, but at the same time attending amazing events and Mad Hatters and luncheons and all the wonderful things that Dallas is known for. We're going to do all of it, but they're going to actually get to be a part of it. And so we want to grow the sorority and just really expand the membership from that perspective.
Okay, do you see this going national?
I do. I haven't run that past my sisters just yet, but I was actually thinking about that, because this is something that we're creating, something that has never been done before. And so we can kind of fine tune it to the point where we can really hand it to different cities and have it be turnkey, where we can still help them and support them in other cities, and we can fly in and out for certain events and things like that. And I'm sure they're probably listening to me right now going, what? But we can. We're Dallas Magnolias, but we're not limited to just Dallas. Our heart is here right now. But if we can get this baby going the way we want it to, it's endless what we can do.
Well, you are so inspiring. That's your camera right there. So look into the camera and talk to the viewer.
You know, I just want to say that if you are in any way at all compelled by any of what I've said, please do check out our website, follow us on social media, and more importantly, check out our events calendar. Come meet the 7 of us, see who we are, what we're really about, learn more on how you can participate too. Because listen, it's not about your circle of influence or how little or how much you have. What we're looking for is genuine support, women that really want to support other women, women that are willing to serve in any capacity that they can to make a difference and to rally on our mission and our purpose, which is to grow our community through love, kindness, and generosity.
Wow. That's a great way to end this segment. We're going to put your website up so everybody can get in touch and plug in. DallasMagnolias.org is the website. Dr. Carla, thank you so much for coming on.
Such a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.